We play a little game of If You Only Knew. I just throw some questions at you,
Okay.
Cynthia. Do not be nervous. It's not a trial.
Okay.
Who is your childhood celebrity crush?
Oh, I feel like I had so many. And they're all kind of embarrassing, like Andy Williams. I mean, can you imagine?
Andy Williams had a beautiful voice.
I know, but he's so white bread. I loved him. I loved Danny Kaye.
Oh, Danny. I was a great friend of Danny's.
Oh, I mean, just amazing.
Secret talent.
I'm a real musical comedy buff, so I have I won't say encyclopedic, but the way some people are with baseball statistics, I'm a little bit like that with
You
musical
appreciate
comedy.
Carol Channing.
I love Carol Channing.
Best advice you ever received?
You know, my mother always used to say, she didn't really take her own advice, but she always used to say, don't sweat the small stuff and remember it's all small stuff. And I think that's a good one to remember at any moment.
What's the worst piece of advice you ever received?
The worst piece of advice, I don't feel like I've gotten that much bad advice, but when I was a young person, I had already been working because I started so young, I had saved money and I was going to buy an apartment. And my tax accountant said I shouldn't do it, that I wouldn't have the money and I wouldn't be able to pay the mortgage. And luckily I had the sense to just ignore him. And so I was a proud homeowner at age 25 or whatever.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
What's something we should all be paying more attention to?
I think Trump's environmental policies, because a lot
He
of this
doesn't like it.
a lot of this stuff is reversible, but not so much the environmental stuff.
What's the biggest risk you've ever taken?
I'm not much of a risk taker, really, but I don't know. Falling in love with my wife, I guess. Not that that was necessarily a choice, but.
When did you know you weren't heterosexual?
Well, this is a thorny issue. I guess if I have to put a label, I would put a bisexual label. But to me, there was no change. There was just this person. So.
Guilty pleasure.
I really like that chocolate toffee. What is that called? With the toffee on the inside and the chocolate on the outside.
Oh yeah, I know that.
That's.
Comes in boxes.
Yeah, it comes in boxes. You break it off. I love that.
Who would you trade places with for a day?
There are so many people it would be interesting to trade places with. I think I'd like to trade places with Oprah because she gives away so much money to people who are so excited.
Let's get a car.
I would love to do that. I would love to do that.
Something you're awful at.
Answering questions like these.
Where do you feel most at peace?
I don't know, in the bath. I love the bath.
I like showers.
Really? the hot bath. Yeah.
Is there something you long believed to be true and realized wasn't?
I was raised in the 70s, and I was always taught to try and walk in the other people's shoes, and that there were no real good guys and bad guys, just other points of view. And I believed that for a long time, and I have to say I don't believe that anymore. I believe that there really are bad guys out there, and we got to fight them.
There are.
Yeah.
And tell me something people don't know about you.
Something that, well, I have a BlackBerry.
I have a flip phone.
You have a flip phone, really?
I don't want to be addicted.
No, well, I am addicted, but I don't like the
addicted.
touch screen. I don't like the touch screen.
Everyone
I
I know
like
is addicted.
I'm a little addicted.
Do you miss it when you're on stage?
Luckily, I don't think about it on stage.
Watch new episodes of Larry King Now Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on demand on Aura TV and Hulu.